He's so healthy.
They're just squirming around.
And I got a little fur on him.
Let's see. You're right, they're starting to get fuzzy.
Okay.
Okay, it's the next day. I'm still working on that piece, and I'm over having Asher help me with his belt sander to get all of the finish off of those legs, as well as they had a notch where they had caps on it, but we're gonna take it to all wood, so he's helping me with that. So the legs are finished. I believe I'm gonna stain them darker, but not gonna do anything to them until I figure out what I'm doing to the back and stuff of that panel, whether I'm just gonna paint it green, which is a definite possibility, or if I'm gonna like do something on the back. I also have to figure out what I'm doing with the glass because of the chip. I've got some ideas, but I haven't decided yet.
Okay, Megan, what are you doing?
Well, I just used some bleach on this wood, and it's still wet. That's why I'm holding it with my bare hands.
Yeah, it's good. I think it wants to angle out more than it can, being,
That might be true, Mike.
yeah, I think we need to move it more toward the edge if you want to do that.
Oh, you're right.
Here. I have to kick it.
And I'm just gonna let that dry and see where it gets us. And
So you're lightening up the legs.
yeah, I decided to go more of a boho look, which is a blonder wood.
Uh-huh.
And I also, Mike recommended just painting the back. It just keeps it simple, and like, so it can be used in lots of different decor.
I'll get my shadow out of the way here.
I mean, obviously I painted it green, but I think that's a cute color for this style.
Yeah, it looks good.
You can see
Funny,
that.
this
You
red.
See how they just painted it this red, and then they printed the grain on where you could see it. On these parts, they didn't.
Yeah, that's funny. But yeah, you can see how it's just this,
Yeah.
all of it's this
Plywood.
plywood stuff. Not even plywood, really.
Particle board. Like, you know where it's like, you can see all the mashed pieces?
It's like pressed board or
Yeah,
whatever.
when I sand
You want
it.
some help with that? Hang on. She did it on her own.
So when those dry, I think I'll just leave them. Raw wood, that's kind of the style.
Yeah, it looks good.
Aren't they cute? This
I
goes
like
on the
it.
shelf.
This is a great little shelf.
Well, the legs have dried, and I did a little light sanding on them, and I think they look awesome. I'm actually gonna leave them just raw wood. It's kind of the boho style. And then I think tomorrow I will wax everything just to seal it, and then I'll slide the back in and figure out what I'm gonna do about the glass. I don't know if I showed you guys, but these are the doors. And this one has a little chip on the bottom. Most of it rests in the tracks, you just barely see it. So I'm just trying to decide if it's really worth worrying about, or if I just note that it's got that. Hey everybody, welcome to another day at the Knorps. It's a beautiful spring morning, eventful because we had our first litter of kits delivered from Honey Pie, our rabbit doe. We didn't know if the breeding had worked until I came out this morning and there were kits there. So, I mean, we had some suspicion because we had put the box in and everything and thought she might be delivering this week, but we weren't sure. So that was exciting. And now it's beautiful out. I'm gonna be digging some holes to plant some rosemary. Is that right? Yeah, rosemary plants that I have. It is a rental. It's owned by like a big rental company that owns like, you know, thousands of properties. So I know it's not a big deal to add some plants to the garden or to the landscaping that's already here, and they'll grow well and provide rosemary for us while we're still here in this rental. Doesn't make sense to go plant them at our house because I don't know what the construction, how it will mess up our yard. So I could put them in pots, but I just figured I'd go ahead and plant them. All right, here are our babies. I just uncovered them a little bit. They're so cute, babies. Look at that sweet face. Okay, we're putting these two in. We've mixed the soil with some of the rabbit, like droppings and straw, some potting mix, and then some of the local dirt, which is, you can see, maybe you can't, but it's got a lot of clay in it. So what's underneath is a better quality than what we're putting here on top. But rosemary's pretty hardy. It does okay in poor soil conditions. So we'll plant these two here. I think I'll put a couple more right here under this window. And then, I don't know if I showed you guys, but I want to have, Mike's gonna build some raised beds to run the length right here. This is a really warm spot, and all summer it gets full sun going over for tomatoes and the like, maybe some peppers and things. But I want to grow a lot of tomatoes. I want to grow like enough tomatoes to be like canning tomatoes and salsa and sauce and things. And meanwhile, in our green stock gardens, I mentioned this probably in the last video, we're going to be growing our like some of our more delicate herbs and romaine and other greens. You can see my romaine is coming out. It's doing well. These towers are perfect for that, and this is a good spot for it. So that also, doing the grow boxes, they'll be raised so they're, you know, we don't have to bend over, which is nice, but also we can take them with us and not disturb the ground here too much. So that's our plan. I don't know if we're gonna do the boxes today. We'll just see what Mike thinks when he gets back.
Be a lot easier.
Mike just got home from his run, and now he's telling us that we're doing it kind of the hard way.
You are. Because you're doing it.
So
You've gone for a walk. That's a lot easier.
So we're gonna get some different tools from the warehouse and do that. So this rabbit poop is like garden gold. No, it's fine like that. Just go get a little bit more. Okay. And people actually sell it by the pound. I'm happy to have, I mean, we have a never-ending supply of it, and I'm happy to have some to put in here before we put these other plants in. Okay, these are all in, and figured they probably will do just fine, and if not, oh well. Just gonna water them. I put 2 in here, 2 in over there, and then I'll show you something else I did. Okay, at the end of last fall, Andrew, his work has a nursery at it, and they closed for the winter. And they had a bunch of mums and those rosemary plants, and they just said I could have them for free. So the mums died back during the winter. They were in their pots all winter long, but then I noticed they were coming out again. So we cut back the dead branches, and I just planted them here. And if you're thinking this is all just clay, I put potting soil and the straw from the bunnies, and then I just put this on the top. I guess if it's really bad for them, you could let me know, but it's good soil underneath. So we'll see. I mean, I figured they can't do worse for plants that were just going to get thrown away. And maybe we'll get some mums going right here. This is really how easy my green stock is. I just fill it up at the top. And I do that until it starts running out the bottom. And that's it. It's really hot. I do it every day. But right now I'm doing it just a couple times a week. Okay. Next item on the docket for me is I want to clean out our shed, which I've wanted to do for a long time. It's pretty much just like a bunch of stuff right here that you can grab, and then a bunch of wasted space back there. So it's time to use this space a lot better. Okay, I got this far. You can see there's like a ton of square footage in here. I think that's probably it's probably a 10 by 12 shed. And so we have to find a better way to store wood. This is kind of wood that Asher likes to store, and kindling and newspaper. So a better way to store that, a better way to have the lawnmower and those lawn tools in here. And also over at the warehouse, I have kind of like a desk that just is sitting there. I thought of putting it right here so that I can come in and have all my tools for gardening, like a little potting shed sort of thing. We would do way more to this shed if it were ours, but it just is here at this rental that we hope to be in for less than a year from now, like that we'll be moving out of, but we are going to be here for the summer season, so it does make sense at least to utilize it for the months ahead. All right, we've arrived at our room of requirement. Hold on, my lens is dirty. This is our storage warehouse, which we share with my brother. He flips mid-century furniture. This is our second cage for when the kits get a little bigger, and we'll put them in that one.
I feel like this one's deeper.
Nope, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
But right behind it is something that we're just going to bring over to our shed and use it like a little potting shed desk. Andrew was writing at it for a while when we were in the little house, but he doesn't use it anymore. So we'll bring that over and then just kind of look around and see if there's anything else that might be useful that we aren't using here. Okay, so this is the piece. I've taken the drawers out. I think it'll be a great thing to have in there. We got them at the thrift store back in the day, and very sturdy pieces, so we'll go ahead and take those over to the house. We also got this shelving unit, which will be very helpful. It wasn't really being used very well here.
Back wall. Okay.
Awesome. And it's a beautiful day. Perfect.
Yeah.
Obviously, it still doesn't look like some beautiful shed transformation in here, but it's awesome for us. We actually will be able to utilize the space and walk around. And we'll just continue as we are working more on the garden. We can keep all of our tools in here. Some are over at the warehouse. Then we'll figure out how to be hanging our tools. Mike will love that part because he loves stuff like that. So I'm happy with that. And the only thing that's left is just to bring the lawnmower in here and call it a day in the shed. Mike did hang a tool up for me, and he showed me how this can fold up.
Megan did this whole thing on her own. That was just...
No, you guys did all the carrying.
Well,
I just like swept.
You got everything situated, which is important.
So, I mean, obviously you could do something really cool in here. If we owned it, we already would have made this like an outdoor living space. We already would have made it into an office or something.
With it,
but since we don't own it, it doesn't make any sense to do that.
It's really useful.
Way more useful now.
Okay, we've skipped forward to dinner time.
It's like farm day here.
We're making bread.
Yeah, making bread. I have updated my recipe.
Kids are playing video games with their friends, by the way. So.
I now add 5 eggs to that recipe that's on our website. And I'm also making what I am naming cottage pie.
Cottage pie.
Which is kind of just the name for shepherd's pie when you use beef, which I'm using. But I don't love how shepherd's pie is tomato based, or cottage pie. I think it'd be a lot better if it was more like a stew in there. And so I made, that looks kind of gross, but beef gravy.
Yummy gravy there.
And I am going to, and then I just sauteed onions and carrots. And now I'm browning the beef. I'll put it in here and put the mashed potatoes on. And then we'll eat it with some homemade bread.
Oh yeah, that sounds pretty dang good.
Yeah, I think so too. So we forgot to take video when it still looked pretty. Let's go see how people liked it. Asher, did you like it?
Yes.
Oh, you gotta fix your hair.
Gotta get ready for television. Yeah, but it was good. Yeah.
Awesome. We have all these
Something like
friends
a
over
series.
too.
Hello. Connor's famous now because he's on TV.
What did you think of the dinner?
It was really good. I had seconds. Yummy.
What about you guys?
Super good.
I'm not even finished with my bread.
Oh man, that was good.
Homemade bread and cottage pie.
Big bread.
No, I need to lay down.
We are now going to go to the Home Depot because we're thinking of putting in some garden beds here.
Raised bed.
Some raised beds to add to our other planters that we showed you earlier. Speaking of which, there is a link down below if you'd like to get some, and you can get 10% off with our code.
It's a great option if you don't want to build something or just.
And now's the
part of
time
your
to
whole
do
system.
it so you can get started. But we're gonna go check out just do some pricing out because a lot of places are selling raised beds like pre-made. And we want to like make sure that it's not cheaper just to buy them pre-made rather than make them. So we're gonna, because lumber's expensive, so we're gonna go check it out.
6732.
So what are you looking at?
We're looking at what we're gonna make our boxes out of. I'm trying to price compare to what you can buy like at Costco. They have boxes there that are, just you assemble. So I'm just we're kind of
Do it with cedar fence boards
Yeah,
because
that's what the box is, and then the legs and the other pieces are
4x4
pine or something else.
Okay. We have added it all up. And drum roll, please. No, the Costco one was 189 or something.
The Costco one is 100. It's not that much. It's actually
159 or something.
139 or 49, somewhere around there.
It's
for
only
one.
5 feet long and 2 feet deep.
No, it's not
and
5 feet long.
like 4?
It's smaller.
It's really small.
over 4,
You just
and
get
it's not
one.
like-
To do 3 5-foot long.
5 by 2 feet.
To home make 3 of them that are nicer too, because theirs were. I mean, they were pretty rough.
Yeah.
Is $200.
Just a little $200.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't include the screws, so that might totally screw up that total. There's a. I mean,
Screws
it's
aren't cheap.
yeah, $10 more for a box of screws.
Either way. it's
So it turns
obviously
out
cheaper.
we are definitely going to be doing it on our own, and Mike likes the project, so
Funner anyways.
yeah.
Okay, a little bit later in the evening.
Back home, you guys remember this cabinet?
Oh yeah, we came home from Home Depot doing all that stuff.
Do you remember how the cabinet, the glass doors had a nick in them? Well, I had an idea, and it worked.
Okay, what'd you do here?
Do you see the nick? You don't. It's
Nope.
covered up.
It's like, well, the top is actually the one that had
Oh, you're right. Then I put it in upside down. I want to put it the other way, yeah.
Oh yeah, I want this on the
It's
outside.
right there. And then it sits in better. I got some soldering tape for stained glass,
Yes.
and I'm applying it just like it's a cool copper metal detail, because it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it also happens to cover up.
Rough edges,
Yeah.
if any.
So now I'm just doing it to the other door. I also think it's cool.
All that noise in the background, by the way, is a D&D game happening in the front room.
See how cool that looks? Looks awesome.
This is cool.
And it's real copper, so it's not like plastic, or it's not like copper looking washi tape or something.
And you got this from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, in the stained glass section. I knew I'd seen it. People use it for stained glass and jewelry making with glass.
Uh-huh. Looks good.
So that's cool.
Good trick. Megan's idea. I thought it wouldn't work, but I was wrong.
You just thought it looked junky, huh?
I didn't think it would look very good, but it does. I think I misunderstood what you were trying to do. I thought you were wanting to go over the edge with it.
I mean, if the tape had been thick enough, I might have tried that, but...
Yeah, I think this works really well. It's all done. Should we show it? Look, it's way over there. Look at that.
Doesn't the copper look nice? It looks like it was always meant to be there. It's a little sparkle.
The copper looks great. Why is it so far away from us right now, though?
I like to look at it from afar, like somebody.
I
would
can
have it
see
in
us
their
in the.
house.
I can see us in the reflection.
You're right.
I'm waving. Hi. Looks good, Megan. You did a good job. Okay.
Look at
It's
this
actually
healthy baby.
a couple days later.
He's so healthy.
You're just squirming around.
And I got a little fur on him.
Let's see. You're right. They're starting to get fuzzy.
You're so
That
cute.
red fuzz.
Oh, baby, you're so cute. Look at that little cute face. You're
Baby
so
bunny.
strong. Look at you. You're doing such a good job.
And in 2 weeks, we can actually get to play with
Yeah, they'll get
Little
some.
ears.
They'll get. Whoa, that's too close. They'll get some fur.
Okay.
Anyways, I think that means we're gonna end our video. So, thanks for coming along. It's hard not to look at the bunnies. And like, comment, subscribe.
If you want to check out our Greenstock affiliate link, you can go down below, get 10% off. We love them. Now's a good time to get started.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
looking for
super
something
cute.
to eat, huh?
All right, that's it. Bye.